Hey guys, it's Lightning Flash here, and it has been about 10 days since I made the video on incubating eggs without turning them, and well, the eggs are starting to hatch. So without further ado, let me show you guys the eggs. All right, so the last video I made on these, I made about 10 days ago, and they were about already like 10 days in to 10 days into hatching already. So here we are. I would say we're around 20 to 21 days now. And here we have two chicks that are starting to hatch. I have helped pull a little bit of this off. Obviously it's not bothering it because I just took it off right here. It has not made much progress in the last like 5 hours, so hopefully it makes its way out. If it's not out by morning, I will have to help it because I'm not going to let it die in there. But obviously it needs time to get out. It should easily be able to get out if it's going to get out. But if it's not out tomorrow, then I'll have to see if I can help it. But a lot of these down through here should hatch, but these two definitely are going to hatch. This one right here has stuff still developing in it, a chick still developing in it, so we'll see. What I need to do is take all these out tomorrow and put all these directly on the tray down here, turned sideways. I didn't do that, so the chick's probably in a weird position. And, well, you're not supposed to, obviously not supposed to hatch chicks when you don't turn them, but I don't think it's too much of a problem. Obviously I should have turned the eggs sideways like this one is, but I didn't. So tomorrow I'll do that with the rest of the eggs. Some of these are rotten because, as I said in the last video, the incubator got up really hot, but then I put another batch in and another batch in. So there's some in here that obviously aren't developing. I'll just have to check and get rid of the bad ones. There's a little bit of a smell coming from here, so I'll have to figure out which one's the bad one. But, well, I guess I'll give you guys more of an update in the morning. Hopefully this little guy comes out. This is an Orpington Silky Cross. All right, I'll see you in the morning. Okay guys, so it is the next day, and as you can see, the chick is hatched. This is I believe this is an Orpington mixed with a Silky, and it's doing good. It's drying off in here. You should not be opening the incubator, but I'm going to because it heats back up really fast. It's gonna have to stay in here to finish drying off. Before I opened it, it was trying to like sleep. So, but another thing I think I said yesterday or last night. This is the end of the day. The next day, you do not want to help them hatch because they have to. I don't know. They have to, what is it, suck up the yolk or something. Suck up the yolk so they'll have energy. Obviously, and that's what they'll eat on, or that's what they'll live on for the first 24 hours of their life. So you don't want to help the chick out of the egg because it's still in there for a reason. Sometimes you may have to help them, but it's not necessary. They'll get on their own. I did help a little bit. I pulled a couple pieces so it could break loose, but I didn't take the membrane layer out. But as you can see, the chick is doing good drying off. Obviously there's blood everywhere from the egg, but they're doing pretty good. So I'll see you guys when the other ones hatch. Okay guys, it has been about 2 weeks roughly since I made that last clip. So over half of the eggs were not even fertilized. So right off the bat, over half the eggs were bad, and I did about 40, I think 40 something. Some developed and made it to the final stages and did not hatch. We actually had 3 hatch. I had to help them hatch. So what I was saying before when I said you don't have to help them hatch, sometimes you have to help them hatch because they're not strong enough to get out of the shell. And my shells are very, very hard. I can throw the eggs and they bounce. So sometimes you do have to help the chicks. So altogether we had 3 that actually hatched. We had a yellow one. It was mixed with a bovine brown. It ended up dying when I went away to butcher the chickens. Don't exactly know why. Then we have one that I'll show you in a minute. Then we have the biggest one, the first one that hatched. I had 2 batches of eggs. One batch of eggs hatched a week later. Or over a week later, like a week later. But we had that one that had a hole in it with the other one that I said was definitely going to hatch. Yeah, that one did not hatch. I should have helped it out. You sometimes have to help them out. I've learned that. But you can also help them out too early. So you got to keep that in mind. but sometimes you have to help them out of the eggs or they will die.
All right, so here's the first one that hatched. I was wrong before when I said it was a Boven Brown mixed with a Silky. It's actually a Silky mixed with a Plymouth Rock or Barred Rock, whatever you'd like to call it. So we got a Silky Barred Rock mix. My rooster is a Silky. And the mother... Whoa! I did not know you could fly that good. The mother is a Barred Rock. I was not aware that this chick could fly, especially that high up. So I'll have to keep that in mind as I'm filming it. Now, as for this other one, which has a problem, which is kind of sad. Let me get it out of here. If I can catch it. This one right here. Come on, baby. Okay, this one right here has a little bit of a problem. So look on this side, this chickie's perfectly fine. This isn't black Orpington mixed with a Silky. The rooster's a Silky. The Orpington was a hen. But as you go onto this side, this chick is blind in one eye. Its eye was all puffed up when it was born. So this chickie sadly has one eye. Stumbles around a little bit, but it seems to be fine. I just haven't seen it eat yet. Hopefully it picks up how to eat soon. Not sure how to teach it how to eat. Hope it being around this one it'll learn. But so black Orpington mixed with white Silky rooster, Plymouth Rock or Barred Rock, whatever you like to call it, mixed with Silky rooster. This one is about a week ahead of this one, or maybe even more. And they seem to be doing good, except for this one not having an eye. But I don't really know what happened to this one's eye. I did help this one hatch, and when I opened it up, its eye was messed up. So, but sometimes you do have to help them. If I wouldn't have helped these two, they would not have gotten out of their eggs and they would have died. So that's why that first one, the one that was hatching with this one, I should have helped it out of the egg like I helped this one, and it would have hatched. Wow, you're not very nice, are you? I don't know if these are hens or what yet. I think time will tell. I'll have to get them some more food and clean the poop out of their bowl. But they seem to be doing good, and I have to clean this off. But they seem to be doing okay.
All right, so final thoughts. Should have I hatched these chicks without turning them? It wasn't a good idea. I didn't see any actual sign that not turning them killed them. Because the one was kind of shrink wrapped, but I think that might have also been because there wasn't enough humidity in the incubator. That was the yellow one. It still hatched, or I still helped it hatch, and it was fine when it came out of the shell. But then I came back and it died. Obviously, there's many factors that determine why it died, but not turning the eggs probably factored into very, very low hatch rate. And altogether, I'd say about 12 eggs made it to developing stage. Well, maybe less than that. Maybe like 6. 6 eggs made it to the final stage. And as we know, I only got 2 chicks out of it. Technically, I would have gotten 4 chicks. Probably more than 6 eggs. Probably like 8 or 10 maybe. I got to the final stages. And we got 2. Would have gotten 4, but I think I messed up. Maybe the one didn't seem like it dried off in the incubator, so it seemed wet. That was a big problem. And then that other one I didn't help out of the egg. So technically we would have had 4 that hatched, but a lot of errors to factor in. So will I do this again? No, I will not hatch eggs without turning them. The reason I hatched these without turning them is because I already had them in the process, and then I realized the egg turner wasn't working, and I already had the eggs ready to hatch, ready to start hatching. So that's why I just decided to let it go and see if it worked or not. But I will not do this again. I will make sure to get a turner or turn them by hand. I was not able to turn them by hand, as you know, because I was going to church camp for a week, so I was not able to. So definitely will not try hatching eggs without turning them again. Another thing that it could explain the low hatch rate is the heat in that incubator. I don't know if it was too low or too high. It was hard to tell with the thermometer I had. Also, I don't know if the humidity was high enough. So all kinds of factors could have determined why those chicks didn't finish hatching. And like I said before, those shells are extremely hard, especially on the brown eggs I have. I can throw them and they don't break. So also there's 2 membranes on the egg, and the membranes are really thick too. So that's why I had to help both of these chicks out, because they couldn't get through the membrane and couldn't break through the shells. I don't know, but definitely not turning them was a big problem and did not help any. So do not ever hatch eggs without turning them. Turn your eggs. There's a reason you're supposed to turn your eggs. I didn't have any chicks that were like obviously stuck. Well, I had that one, but I think it was because I peeled the egg off, or peeled the shell off, so it dried out the membrane to the chick. I think that's why that one was like shrink wrapped. But I didn't have any that were too like stuck to the shell though. They just seemed like they didn't have enough energy to get out of the egg. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. As always, don't forget to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Hit that notification bell and subscribe for more content. And as always, watch that playlist wherever it may be. Watch that recommended video. Keep it electrified. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.